2025. What a year, huh? This is probably the craziest, most sporadic year for lifting I've had thus far. I never imagined at the start of this year that things would go as cattywampus as they did, but now that it's the end and we've entered 2026, time for a little reflection, I suppose. So first up, we'll go over the progress I made in the 3 big lifts, the squat, bench, and deadlift. For the deadlift, we started off the year at 645 pounds, and this year we only made it to 665 pounds, which was even then was like a so-and-so sort of rep. We almost had a 675 lockout in February, but unfortunately that was the peak performance of my year. When it comes to squat, we ended 2024 with 545, and so we went from 545 at the start of the year all the way up to 600, which I hit pretty early on into the year, still the first third, which I'm pretty happy about. We were able to smack that one out pretty well before injury finally struck, but 600 from 545 to 600 is pretty fucking crazy. As I recall, that was my goal for this year. And finally, for the bench press, we started the year with a wholesome 300-pound bench press. Not too shabby, pretty wholesome. Dug all the way up to 320 pounds, which quite frankly is pretty solid. We hit that one like midway through 2025. It's been steady progression ever since. Haven't hit a higher number than 320, but I've managed to hit 3 plates on multiple occasions. 3-plate bench press is finally a reasonable weight that I can just hit on some days. At least, we'll say like most days, honestly. It's a pretty wholesome number, pretty steady number that I kind of ride with. It's kind of like my 275 from back in the day. For this year, we hit 1 out of the 3 of my goals. We had a strong start to the year, but I started to crumble to the injuries and stress my body was under. Now that we reached the end of the year, still not quite there yet. It's a gradual comeback. Nothing super exciting like last year. Maxes and goals for the end of the year. We're gonna keep our current circumstances in mind, and I'm not going to push for anything unbelievable like before. 2024 was truly game time. Like I was fucking tapped in. We were going crazy. You would have thought I was like a super natty or something, like I was enhanced or maybe even possibly on one steroid, one performance enhancing drug, but no, completely natural. But unfortunately, this is not the same case this year. 2025, perhaps the toughest year for me for powerlifting. So for this year, 2026, we'll set our goals nice and simple. Deadlift, we'll push for 700. 700 I feel like is a pretty reasonable goal. We've been around that 675 area since the beginning of this year, so I think with proper management of stress and injury and focus, we can definitely hit 700 pounds. I think that's pretty well attainable. For squat, we're gonna go for 635. That is just a 35-pound increase from what I already have. Nice and simple. And for the bench press, we're just gonna push for 345. That is only a 25-pound increase from now, and from what I've witnessed and what I've seen through my gradual progression over the years, I usually aim around 20 to 30 pounds of an increase per year. So I feel that 345 is pretty well attainable. If I can hit all these goals in like midway through 2026 and we're fucking going crazy, then I'll maybe amp it up like a little bit, like add an extra 10 or 20 pounds each lift, see what we can really pull. But these are gonna be my goals for this year. We've been through a lot this year. A lot of issues, a lot of problems, a lot of injuries that I'm still trying to get over to this day. But at least there's one thing that really pulled through this year, and that would be my physique. I feel that my physique is constantly growing and we're making steady progression. There hasn't been any walls. It's just been boom, boom, boom. We're going up and up and up. We are climbing this mountain with our nails dug into the earth. We are not letting go. We keep climbing upwards, bro. It's nice. It's pretty solid. Last year's physique was pretty solid. We were on the leaner side, roughly around 195 pounds, looking pretty nice. Fast forward to the end of 2025, I do in fact look like a bear, sort of. It's just like that soft in between where I'm pushing a higher body fat percentage, but I'm not like super fat. I don't have much definition either. But muscle groups that I think really improved this year was absolutely the arms. A little side by side of last year to this year, the arms are definitely a muscle group that improved quite a bit, and I think that's could be due to like the style of bench press training I've been doing, the hypertrophy increase, the form change. I also had my arc that lasted like a month. It was my failure arc, where every single workout, every single exercise, every set was pushed to absolute failure, and that pushed my hypertrophy gains through the roof, through the ceiling. You couldn't see that shit in the night sky, bro. It was out of the stratosphere. A lot of miniature factors really played a role into my upper body, my arms specifically hitting like a whole nother level. Leg gains, I don't quite see a heavy increase in progress. It's been, if there's any progress, it's been minimal at most. Unfortunately, that is just due to the fact that my injury that inhibited me for most of this year was in my leg, and it's kind of bounced back and forth between the right and left leg, so my legs have not been able to act at full capacity much at all this year, so leg gains have kind of stayed stale. But weight, by the end of the year, as of right now, we are hanging around the 208 to 212 area, kind of depending on like how much water retention I have. I've been weighing in between 208 to 212, which is absolutely massive, especially in the winter. I've been eating a lot more food, a lot more carbs. I've hit numbers on the scale that I've never seen before. I think the heaviest I weighed in on the scale was 214.6, which is unreal to me. Never have seen that before. That is fresh in the morning, post pee, post poop, nothing in my body, no water, right on the scale, raw dogging it, 214.6. Massive. I don't know that I want to set a weight goal for the end of 2026. The weight doesn't matter all too much. Like, I'm totally cool with being over 200 pounds, being over 205, especially right now. Like, that's sweet and all, but I'm more focused on just like the aesthetics. How are my muscles looking? I know that I said at the beginning of 2025 that I was going to do a powerlifting meet, and god damn it, still haven't done it. At this moment, I'm not going to make like statements that I can't guarantee are true. I have no idea how soon I will be fully back in max swing, right into the battling cage. You know, I'm not quite confident on how soon that will be. So in terms of the powerlifting meet, if the year gets better, like if 2026 we hit a nice wholesome start, by like March we're feeling good, and by summer we're feeling even better, then I feel that there's a solid chance that we could probably push for something in the winter. But as of right now, I think it's too early to tell that if I'll be doing powerlifting. The big goal, just outside of my generic powerlifting goals, is I'm going to get a grip, like get a hold of myself here, like reel myself back in. What I've always struggled with is thinking I'm superhuman, thinking I'm some sort of special breed of human that just can't feel exhaustion, can't feel injury, you know. But I am not that guy. I am not that guy, as I realized this year. This year was a big learning moment for me. I completely realized that I am only human. I can only push so much. I can only do so much before my body breaks. My body broke in March, and it's been that way even now in January of 2026. We are still fighting the same battle, and it's due to the stubbornness and the lack of care that I've given myself that I'm in this predicament, and that I'm still in this predicament. So big goal for 2026 is listen to my body. You know, funnily enough, I actually just I went to the gym today, and I did a little bit of leg action, but the most minimal leg action, because I went in there and I didn't feel good. I felt like shit, and my joints are hurting, my muscles are fatigued, my mind is exhausted, and I ended up just wasting an hour and a half of my time doing reps with no effort given at all. And it's truly just, it's because I always push myself to maximum exhaustion until until I get frustrated at myself for being so exhausted. It's like a cycle, it's like a circle of pain almost. I do this to myself. I get mad at myself for my own actions. And it's way past time to make a change for that, because it's absolutely garbage. It's trash. I could have been so much further along in every aspect if I had just listened to my body, if I just listened, if I just took care of myself. So what I'm gonna, like, especially right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna be taking a deload. The only muscle group that I think I'll give extra effort to is my legs, which I know I just said that I walked into a leg day exhausted, but that would be due to the fact that the push day and the pull day before that, I pushed myself to the absolute fucking limit, and my muscles were in pain and cramping and all that. And then I walked into my leg day the following day and I have no energy. I need to start taking more deloads. I'll probably schedule a deload for like every few months. We take 1 week and we just train nice and easy, no failure. Make sure I get plenty of rest, eat a good amount of food, not a ton of carbs, just like a wholesome amount of calories, fats, and proteins. So that way I can revitalize my body, heal the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, heal everything, and we can get back in and slowly wind back up, slowly get the strength back, slowly build the physique to a point of maximum power. Wow, that was some fucking nerd shit. Maximum power, bro? Really? What the fuck is this, anime? Sure feels like an anime sometimes. I'm like the protagonist who can't learn his own lesson. Now that I've stated my outside the box goal for the year, I'm kind of just gonna talk like for just a bit, not super long, but just a little bit. Cause I know that, especially in the last few months, like post LA trip, I've been a little on the uncommunicative side. I just haven't said a lot recently, so I just wanted to say a few things, give some updates, and yeah, we'll just do that. So hi, it's been a little while. We haven't spoken much. I know you can't see me right now, but my camera is dead at the moment. That shit did not work out too well. So we're just gonna put up some random footage or stock footage or whatever as I talk to you a little bit. Haven't been up to a lot in the last couple months, or in this year in general. This year, it was I'd say it was pretty good. A lot of the things I did weren't exactly, like, a lot of the cool things I did weren't lifting related, since I was injured all year, of course. But like, highlight for me, easily LA trip. Getting to finally meet my girlfriend that I've been in a relationship with for way over a year now. Getting to meet her, getting to spend that month with her, it was a fucking blast. You could say it was almost life-changing, because it was a new... I don't get out often. I'm very much the type of person that, like, I have to really fight against my mind to go out and do something that isn't just work or the gym or something I've already done. Like going out to the movies, going out to do this or do that. Like, it's hard. I feel like I mentioned this before, but it's like I have two sides of my mind, where one is like, yo, we should go out and do something fun, do something different, you know. I'm tired of being stuck inside all day, just doing the same crap every single day. And then there's another side that's like, oh, I'm so nice and comfy. I don't want to do anything else other than work out and play video games type shit. And it's really fucking annoying. It's really annoying, because I put myself in the position of living the same day over and over and over again, but yet I keep on doing it. I keep on doing it. It's a battle that I'm not currently winning, but I'm going to try and win in the long run. I'm going to win the war. Hence why, like, I am planning on moving in with my girlfriend in a few months, and just like working a different job, living in a different place, being with somebody. I feel that it's gonna open my eyes, because what I really came to notice is when I was out there in California, it felt like I had real responsibility, like my actions actually meant something. It wasn't just, you go to work and then, oh, I'm gonna come home and just relax. No, it was like, okay, we're gonna go do this thing. Oh, and we're gonna go do this thing. Hey, do you want to go do this thing? Yeah, let's do this thing. Nah, I don't want to do this thing. It was like actually eye-opening for me. It makes me realize how simplistic I just live my day-to-day life. I'll say it's my fault. I would think that another outside factor is the fact that I live in a small town in the middle of bum-ass nowhere where there is absolutely nothing to do. You know, my girlfriend, her name is Robin. You might have seen her in the comment section every now and again, but I usually blow her mind with these concepts of like, oh, you guys don't have this thing here? No, we don't have this thing here. It's a small town in Kansas. We have nothing, you know. Oh, you guys don't have this? You guys don't have that? It's like, no. Like, it truly is just nothing. It is the epitome of milk toast as like a city. There's just nothing here. The only reason people come to this town is for work. Like, they get a job opportunity and they just come out here and work. Like, it's a whole lot of farmers, it's a whole lot of factory workers and stuff. It's just it's just a place for work. There's like nothing to do for fun. There's nothing cool to see. It's just nothing. But I'm putting most of the blame on myself. Like, sure, I can say this all day long, but at the end of the day, I'm choosing to just be like, I'm choosing to not like try. I'm choosing to not try and find something. Like, I don't need like a super cool fucking trampoline park turbo sports complex, this and that, to just have a good time. I could like go on a bike ride. I could go eat out at a restaurant or something with friends, or like go over to a friend's place and this and that. But I don't make the effort, so I would say it's my fault. But anyways, yeah, it's just California trip was incredible. It makes me realize that I want to move out of this place. I want to go live with my girlfriend. I want to hang out with her more because she's a fucking incredible person. Time to move on to something bigger, something better. And then like another thing, I've been listening to some of my older videos recently, like from last year or even like a couple years ago too, and it makes me realize there's been like a slow decline in just like my mood, my daily mood. You know, the amount of positivity and stuff I give to these videos, the amount of energy I give, it's like I've kind of lost that a little bit. I don't know what it is. It could just be, once again, like the repetitiveness of my life at the moment, that I've just been like more mellow this year, but like something. I want to bring back the charisma. Like, I just need to really just bite down and fight through it and just like get excited. Like, there's no reason to be so fucking, mopey, sad. There's no reason for that. I'm happy I'm still alive. I'm happy I still have a family who cares for me. I'm happy I still have a loving girlfriend who cares for me. I'm happy that I have a job that I make money with, you know. There's a lot of things I'm happy with. I just need to embrace the joy more than the negativity. I'm on my edgy emo arc at the moment, it seems, and I've had about enough of that. We've had more negative than positive this year, and that's not very cool because I should be spreading positivity, not this negativity bullshit. I'm literally gonna be having my first legal drink of alcohol this year too, in 2026. It's finally reaching that point, which I don't even know if I'm gonna do. I don't even know if I'm gonna like get drunk or something. I don't really feel like I'm interested in stuff like that. Like in those sort of like concepts of like the partying and the clubbing and woo, going crazy, like all that stuff. I'm just like, meh. Like, it just seems kind of like a waste of time. I mean, you're socializing, sure, but there's like better ways you can socialize than just slamming your fucking head in with all this alcohol. Like, dancing and partying sounds fun, but I'm not exactly like craving to go and do something like that. Whenever it comes, if an opportunity comes along and I'm like, you know, I'm open for it. I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's fucking boogie down. Let's do some karaoke or something like that. That would be cool, but it's not like something I'm just like absolutely dying for like it is for like some of my friends, it seems. I feel like I'm a goofy person, of course, but I feel like I just have like an old soul. Like I act and talk like I'm older than I am almost, which has its benefits for sure, cuz I was never a dumb, rebellious, angsty teenager or anything like that. Like I respected my elders, I respected my instructors. I did the right thing. I was a good kid growing up. And of course, I still am. Never done drugs. Never, gotten drunk. And I've never swerved, bended the corner or anything like that. I've always been smart about things, which I feel like it's a good thing for sure. I do think it makes me like a little bit stereotypical though, just super goody two shoes, stereotypical white kid sort of thing. But it's whatever. I mean, I turned out well. I understand my responsibilities, I always make sure to do the right thing and help others, so I think that's a plus. But I don't even remember what the hell I was saying. Anyways, probably just the last thing what I've been up to recently. It's just been working, training, and recording videos and editing and stuff. I definitely understand like the struggle of like how people have no energy like working full time. Like you could say like I would say I work full time, but like barely crossing the finish line on that. Like I am barely full time. We are teetering between part-time and full-time area, but like even so, I still feel it. It's difficult to work like all these shifts. Like I work 5 days a week, and it's difficult to just like have the energy to, okay, now I'm going to sit down for another 4 hours and edit a video. It's not easy. And maybe it's the concept of, oh, you don't want it bad enough, or that could be it. I feel like I want it pretty badly, but it could just be also that I'm running out of energy. I mean, you only have the stereotypical 2 days off, and all I want to do on these days off is just chill out because I'm exhausted. But no, I want to record videos, and I want to edit videos, and I want to post videos. But I also want to make sure that I'm like super upbeat and I have fun editing things and like doing goofy bits and sound effects and all this stuff. Like I want to do so much, but it's really, really, really hard to, This shit is not easy for sure. Like a change of pace will make things better. Getting out of this town will make things like more fresh for me. I'll be able to wake up more happier I'll be able to wake up with more energy than I currently do, because every day I wake up and I feel absolutely exhausted until I get like a heavy scoop of caffeine in my system. Yeah, just work, gym. Been eating a lot of extra sugars recently because it was the holiday season, and I had a lot of chocolates and candies and sodas and this and that. And honestly, yeah, I mean, that's why I bulked up so much in this last couple months, is just from all the extra carbs. And honestly, it feels pretty good. I think I've come to the realization my body's been trying to tell me something, but I haven't listened to it for so long. It's just the fact that, my brother in Christ, you must eat more. That's kind of the message my body's given me, because even with all these carbs, like I've gotten a little bit fatter, of course, but also I feel more like the muscles feel more revitalized because of all the extra calories and carbs. So I don't believe that I've been giving myself enough, like probably obviously too many carbs, because it was all just a bunch of simple carbs from candies and stuff, of course, but the calories and stuff, I think that's definitely what I need. And also an increase in protein as well. for the first time today, I had chicken, broccoli, and rice for dinner, as per usual. But I wanted to make sure that I had more protein, so I think I'm gonna start doing 3 breasts of chicken instead of 2, and I might start adding more rice maybe, but it kind of depends. More rice. I bought some kiwis because I heard from Jeff Nippard that they're like actually a superfruit that you can use. So, voice crack. I ate 2 kiwis, and I think I might start eating kiwis instead of apples every day, just to see if it adds any differences. I'm about to hop back on ashwagandha and glucosamine sulfate potassium chloride again. Haven't been on those things in a little bit, and then what I think is once I run out of this next tub of Woke AF that I have, this pre-workout, I'm gonna finally walk into GNC, which I've been avoiding like the plague for the last 6 months, and I'm gonna finally get some Gorilla Mode Nitric, because yeah, I can definitely tell like what life is like without that now. It's been so long, and this year I've coincidentally felt like shit for most of it, and I haven't been taking Gorilla Mode Nitric for most of it, so I think it's like it might be some sort of parallel for sure. So finally gonna get back on that stuff, and I'm super excited for that. I might even get the little squirt bottle, the liquid glycerol stuff. Oh, that sounds super nice. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to. Bloodborne playthrough. I'm gonna get to it soon, eventually. Whenever I get the time, man. Whenever I find the time, because I want to play it. Like, I literally, there have been like, especially in like the last couple weeks, I've been like, damn, I feel like playing Bloodborne right now. But the thing is that like I haven't finished editing the second part of the video, so I'm like, oh, I want to play Bloodborne, but I haven't finished finished editing the second part, so I can't move on yet. I need to finally sit down and edit it. And something's going on with my USB drive that I use to extract from my PlayStation and add it to my MacBook. Something's fucked up with my USB drive, so I need to get another one, which is another factor, I guess. But, dude, yeah. I want to get to it soon, man. I really do. Because it's not even a hard process to, like, edit a gaming video, you know? Sure, it takes maybe, like, an extra couple hours, but I know I can make it happen. So, I want to get to it. I want to. I'm super excited for it. I'm gonna grab a new USB drive, try and extract that footage finally, and hope that it works, and finally like crack my knuckles on the table and get this shit done for once, you know? But I've been yapping for a while now, man. I guess this will be a little bit of a longer one for sure. Sorry about that. Hope you don't mind listening, but we haven't talked in a while, so I felt like kind of laying it down for you a little bit. But I hope you had an amazing New Year's celebration. I hope the holidays went well. I hope you got to spend some time with your family and eat some amazing food. Not get too fat though, unless you're on the bulk. But hope everything's going well. I think we are 6 subs away from 2,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for that. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. Haven't posted extremely consistently this year, but more so than last year at least. But I'm very thankful that we're gonna hit this next milestone. It's pretty exciting, and I cannot thank you enough for that. It truly means the world to me that we've reached this point, and hopefully this is just the start, and we can keep climbing and climbing and climbing until we eventually, like, there's a big ass squad of us, you know. We are a gigantic unit. Yeah, thank you for everything, bro. Another year making content, and I'm very thankful for your support. That's all from me, bro. I've been yapping for like 40 minutes now. Yeah, sheesh. But hope you have a good day, morning, night, evening, afternoon, and noon. And enjoy yourself as always, bro. And I will be seeing you pretty soon. Yeah, pretty soon. Bye.